Welcome to today's video, where we dive into the chilling stories of serial killers who were also millionaires. Here are 5 wealthy individuals who turned to a life of crime, carrying out heinous acts that defy comprehension. These real-life stories prove that evil can lurk behind the most unlikely facades, and that money and status do not exempt anyone from the darkest of human impulses or the law. Born in 1872 in Tecumseh, Michigan, Andrew Kehoe was a well-educated and affluent farmer. He came from a family that had a history of mental illness, which would later manifest in his own life. Kehoe married a wealthy widow named Nellie Price, and they lived on a 185-acre farm in Bath Township. As a successful landowner, Kehoe became a school board treasurer in his community, where he managed a significant budget. Kehoe was known to be a difficult man, often getting into disputes with neighbors and local officials. He became increasingly angry over increased taxes to fund the new Bath Consolidated School. Kehoe meticulously planned his attack, planting dynamite and pyritol in the school over several months. On May 18, 1927, he detonated the explosives, killing 38 children and 6 adults, including his wife Nellie. Kehoe committed suicide by detonating dynamite in his truck, bringing the death toll to 45. Born as Herman Webster Mudgett in 1861 in New Hampshire, H. Holmes is one of America's first documented serial killers. A charming and intelligent man, Holmes attended the University of Michigan's Department of Medicine and Surgery, where he honed his skills in human dissection. His criminal career began with fraud as he devised elaborate insurance scams involving corpses, which he would claim were the victims of accidents. Holmes amassed a fortune through fraud, bigamy, and murder. In 1887, he moved to Chicago and began construction on a hotel, infamously known as the Murder Castle. The hotel contained secret passages, soundproof rooms, and gas chambers where he murdered his victims, primarily young women. Holmes confessed to 27 murders, but some estimates suggest that he may have killed over 200 people. He was eventually caught and executed by hanging in 1896. Zhao Zhihong, a wealthy Chinese entrepreneur, used his fortune to fund a terrifying killing spree from 1996 to 2005. Known as the Smiling Killer, Zhao targeted women and girls, committing 15 murders, 6 rapes, and multiple robberies. He was born in 1972 in Inner Mongolia, China, and showed early signs of antisocial behavior. Zhao's criminal career began with theft, but he quickly escalated to more violent crimes. Despite his brutality, Zhao managed to evade capture for nearly a decade, in part due to his significant wealth. He was also known to have a calm demeanor and a disarming smile, which helped him avoid suspicion. Zhao's luck ran out in 2005 when he was arrested and subsequently confessed to his crimes. In 2015, a Chinese court sentenced Zhao to death, and he was executed in 2019. Born in 1938 into the DuPont family fortune, John Elithair DuPont was a philanthropist and amateur sportsman who used his wealth to fund a variety of athletic programs. He had a particular interest in wrestling, swimming, and pentathlon, and wanted to elevate the status of these sports in the United States. DuPont built an extensive wrestling facility on his Pennsylvania estate, Foxcatcher Farm, where he trained Olympic-level wrestlers and even established a wrestling program called Team Foxcatcher. However, DuPont's life took a dark turn in 1996 when he shot and killed Olympic gold medalist wrestler Dave Schultz. The murder shocked the nation, revealing a hidden side of the millionaire philanthropist. DuPont had a history of mental health issues, which had been exacerbated by substance abuse, and his behavior had become increasingly erratic and paranoid. DuPont was declared mentally ill but still found guilty of third-degree murder. He was sentenced to 13 to 30 years in prison and died in 2010 while still incarcerated. Robert Durst, born in 1943, was a wealthy real estate heir and businessman from New York City. As the eldest son of Seymour Durst, a real estate magnate, he stood to inherit a significant portion of the Durst family fortune. However, Durst's life took a series of dark turns, ultimately linking him to multiple murders and disappearances. Durst's first wife, Kathleen McCormack, disappeared in 1982 under mysterious circumstances, and he has long been suspected of involvement in her presumed death. In 2000, Durst's close friend Susan Berman was found murdered in her home. Durst was suspected of involvement in her death as well, as it was believed that Berman had information about Kathleen's disappearance. In 2001, Durst was arrested for the murder and dismemberment of his neighbor Morris Black in Galveston, Texas. He claimed self-defense and was acquitted of murder charges in 2003. Durst's life became the subject of the 2015 HBO documentary series The Jinx, which brought new attention to his connections to multiple murders. In 2015, Durst was arrested for the murder of Susan Berman and charged with first-degree murder. During his trial in 2021, Durst was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. These chilling stories of millionaire serial killers serve as a stark reminder that evil can hide behind even the most successful and seemingly respectable individuals. The allure of wealth and status can sometimes mask the darkest of human impulses. These 5 cases reminded us that no matter how high someone may climb in society, there is no immunity from the capacity for cruelty and violence that can lie within. It is crucial to remember that money and power do not guarantee happiness or stability and can even contribute to a person's descent into darkness.